Okay, for my college algebra review. Question was to find the difference quotient for fractions, where we find f of x plus h minus f of x over h. I'm going to give you 3 examples, which you might see on the test, similar to what you'll see on the test, where you have a constant over a linear expression, where you have a linear expression over a linear expression. Okay, 2 different examples. One, this is an x, the other has x minus 3. We're going to find f of x plus h first. That's just simply replacing the x with x plus h. This is f of x plus h. I took out this x and I plugged in x plus h. Now we put that together over h. F of x plus h minus f of x all over h. And it's important to know that this division by h is the same as multiplying f of x plus h minus f of x by 1 over h. Just going to clean it up a little bit to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and write this as 1 over h times our f of x plus h was 2 over x plus h minus 3, and that's minus our f of x. Our f of x was 2 over x minus 3. We need a common denominator before we can combine these two fractions. This first fraction has a denominator, x plus h minus 3. There's nothing multiplied in here. All these are added and subtracted. That means that this, x plus h minus 3, is the factor. The factor in the denominator here is x minus 3. So I'm going to multiply this fraction by this denominator. I'm going to multiply by this denominator over itself. I'm going to multiply numerator and denominator here by x minus 3 to get 1 over h times 2x minus 3 over x plus h minus 3 times x minus 3. I'm not going to multiply the denominator out. Over here, I need an x plus h minus 3 in the denominator. So I'm going to multiply numerator and denominator by x plus h minus 3. So that now I have a common denominator. When I subtract two fractions with a common denominator, add the numerators, or subtract the numerators in this case, and keep the denominator the same. Now I'm going to simplify the numerator, distribute everything. I get 1 over h times 2x minus 6 minus 2x minus 2h and plus 6. And that's still all over the same denominator. Now things cancel. 2x and negative 2x. Negative 6, positive 6. That leaves me with negative 2h. Oops, sorry, times 1 over h. Negative 2h over the common denominator, x plus h minus 3 times x minus 3. But when I multiply fractions, this fraction 1 over h times this fraction, negative 2h over x plus h minus 3 times x minus 3, I get negative 2h over h times x plus h minus 3 times x minus 3. And that makes this h a common factor that cancels out, leaving me with negative 2 over x plus h minus 3 times x minus 3, and that is the difference quotient, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Now we'll do another one over here. Same thing, find f of x plus h. That's just replacing the x's with x plus h. So I get x plus h when I replace the numerator, In the denominator, I get x plus h plus 1. So now I'm going to plug all of that in to the difference quotient. And remember, that's the same as 1 over h times my f of x plus h is x plus h over x plus h plus 1 minus my f of x. This time, my common denominator is going to be x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. Keep my 1 over h all the way. This time I'll multiply numerator and denominator by x plus 1. So I have on the numerator x plus h times x plus 1. And that's all over x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1 minus x times, this time I'm going to multiply this fraction by x plus h plus 1 on top and bottom. So x times x plus h plus 1 all over the common denominator, x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. We have two fractions subtracted with a common denominator. So we subtract the numerators, x plus h times x plus 1 minus x times x plus h plus 1 all over our common denominator, x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. We're going to clean up the numerator. Distribute here, I get x squared plus x plus hx plus h. So x squared plus x plus hx plus h. That's minus x squared minus xh, and minus x all over my common denominator. What cancels? X squared and negative x squared, negative xh, positive xh, negative x, positive x, leaves me with just positive h on the numerator, or 1 times h in the numerator. Over my common denominator, x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. I'm going to go ahead and multiply the 1 over h and get 1 times h over h times x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. H's cancel. Leave me with 1 over x plus h plus 1 times x plus 1. And that is my difference quotient. Last one, slightly more complicated. Evaluate f of x plus h by plugging x plus h in to get x plus h minus 3 over x plus h plus 4. Now I plug that into the difference quotient formula. That equals 1 over h, remember, times my f of x plus h minus my f of x. I need a common denominator. I'm going to multiply this fraction by x plus 4 over x plus 4. So I get x plus 4 times x plus h minus 3 over x plus 4 times x plus h plus 4. That's all minus. Multiplying this fraction by x plus h plus 4 over x plus h plus 4. So I get x minus 3 times x plus h plus 4 over x plus 4 times x plus h plus 4. Again, the numerators just subtract, and the common denominator stays the same. So that's 1 over h times x plus 4 times x plus h minus 3 minus x minus 3 times x plus h plus 4. All over my common denominator, x plus 4 times x plus h plus 4. Now I'm going to distribute the numerator, clean it up. I'm going to multiply x times everything here. It's going to give me x squared plus hx minus 3x. I'm going to multiply 4 by everything there. That's going to give me 4x plus 4h minus 12. Then I'm going to multiply here. This may take me to another line, so it may get a little messy. But it's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and start down here. So it's going to be minus, and now in here I'm going to get x times all of this. X squared plus xh plus 4x. Then negative 3 times all of that. It's going to be negative 3x, negative 3h, and negative 12. And that's still all over the x plus 4 times x plus h plus 4. We're going to clean up the numerator. And notice I'm subtracting. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and combine like terms, clean things up. I have the only like terms here are negative 3x and 4x. Here I've got a negative 3x and 4x. Everything else in this first part is not a like term. So I'm going to go ahead and write that with those two combined. That makes a positive x for these two terms. So x squared plus hx plus x plus 4h minus 12. And now minus x squared minus hx. Now this one's a little bit tricky. Inside the parentheses is going to be a positive x. When I do the subtract that, I get minus x, then plus 3h, and plus 12. And that's still all over my common denominator, x plus 4 times x plus h plus 4. And that equals. Now we can simplify and make things a little cleaner. X squared cancels negative x squared. Hx cancels negative hx. X cancels negative x. 4h and 3h do not cancel. Negative 12 and positive 12 cancel. 4x and 3x make 7h. Sorry, 4h and 3h. Makes 7h over my common denominator, x plus 4, times x plus h plus 4. Now I'll multiply this 1 over h times that and get 7h over h times x plus 4 times x plus h plus 4. The h's cancel, and finally I get 7 over x plus 4 times x plus h plus 4. And that is my difference quotient. So those are 3 examples how you do the fraction difference quotient, the rational expression, rational function difference quotient. Hope you enjoy.